ISD. Thank you so much to all of you who are on the call today or watching this recording later. I'm really excited to be an awarded vendor for your district. I see that Brownsville does a lot for college and career readiness, a lot for STEM, and a lot for CTE programs in gifted and talented. So I see lots of potential collaborations, and I'm really excited to be working with your district this year. Let's get started. My name is Ashley Pareda. I'm the owner of Career in STEM. I have been a licensed educator and involved in STEM education since 2008. I show these pictures because, of course, my kids are very cute, but also to underscore the fact that everything that you're about to see has been personally crafted by myself and tried and tested and proven with real students. We do have resources across the pre-K to 12 spectrum. I would say the majority are at the middle and high school level. That's just where I'm most comfortable and where I've spent most of my career. But career readiness is for everyone, and let's get started. First of all, why STEM careers? There is tremendous opportunity in STEM professions. There will be 3.5 million new jobs in the next 5 years. STEM workers earn double that of non-STEM workers. And across the country, and especially in Texas, there's an acute need for qualified STEM workers. There's just not enough people available to fill the growing number of positions. As a result, companies are doing things like tuition reimbursement, relocation assistance, sign-on bonuses, paid training, lots of things, lots of incentives. So it's a great time to be a student interested in STEM careers. And it's my mission to just provide awareness about different STEM careers that exist so students can make more informed decisions as they progress through their educational journey. My goal for you in this webinar is to help you help your students define their interests and connect them to STEM careers. My approach is by doing the same thing, so delivering the same content, but through a new lens. I feel so often in the world of education, we're bombarded with the latest and greatest and the next newfangled tool that we're supposed to be using and trying. That's not the case of what I'm trying to advocate for in this webinar, and that's not the approach that I use. What I like to do is do what I was already going to do, just through the lens of a STEM career. So when I say same content, new lens, STEM career lens, what do I mean? I'll show you an example of how this works out in the real world with real students. This is also the free lesson that you will all receive, everybody who's registered for this webinar. This particular lesson was about magnetic fields, which can be hard to teach. It's kind of an abstract concept. What I did was align my lesson, actually all lessons, with a STEM career. So we're talking about magnetic fields. A career that relates is MRI technician. MRI technicians work with MRI machines, which function using magnetic fields. So it was a logical connection. So we still built this thing that showed that magnetic fields existed. Then students still used that thing to pick up paper clips, but I called those paper clips a body, and I called this thing an MRI machine. Then we continued to progress through the lesson. They still, by the end of the lesson, had to be able to explain what a magnetic field is and how it works, which is where most teachers stop. I take it a step further by adding in that STEM career connection. So not only are they going to be answering and understanding the same content, but they're also going to be understanding and connecting to a career that relates to this content. That's important for two reasons, because it provides real-world relevance. Whether or not they want to be an MRI technician is not the point. The point is to show them that this content relates to a career. So if Josephine thought it was really interesting, now she has a great starting point of a career and medical field perhaps to start researching. This works at any grade level. So for example, my daughter is in preschool and she loves to build with blocks. So one day I just said to her, Mila, you'd make a great civil engineer because you love to build and so do civil engineers. I didn't take it any further. I probably could have. I could have printed out pictures of famous buildings that she could have tried to recreate with her blocks. But at the very basic level, regardless of what grade level you're working with, simply naming a career that relates to what you are already going to do will do wonders for helping students understand and explore careers that exist. And think about it, you don't know what you don't know. So how would you know that there was a career related to magnetic fields if no one ever made that connection for you? So our goal in doing this is to help kids make connections and further investigate their interests. As part of our awarded vendor contract for Brownsville ISD, everyone is eligible for 15% off everything that we offer. We have over 150 prep-free resources of lessons I've already created using this approach. Of course, you can do it on your own. This is definitely not rocket science, but if you're looking for some ready-made things that you can just download and go, consider our resources. I'll give you a quick look at what the catalog page looks like. As you can see just in this initial page, almost all of our resources are under $5. So we do sell directly to teachers. We also offer school and district options. So if you're looking to get resources for all of your teachers in your school or all of your teachers in your district, we do offer a set your own budget bundle price, and you can have everything that we have. One other thing to say before we move on to tip number 2 is that this approach, to summarize, really underscores that relevance piece. Every good teacher knows relevance is very closely intertwined with student engagement. Again, the point is not to make everybody want to be a STEM professional. The point is to show them STEM professions that relate to what they're already doing. If a student is interested, awesome, and now they need a next step, which is where tip number 2 comes in. Provide students a next step and yourself a next step. Again, this is something you can also do on your own. There are lots of great free resources like the Bureau of Labor Statistics, also ONET. What I've found over the years is they just aren't the most student-friendly resources in the world, and it just takes time. If you're anything like me, you probably spend half of your weekend online trying to curate things for your students. So if you're looking for something that's already been curated by a licensed STEM teacher, me, consider our Career Explorer widgets. So we have over 95 different career profiles, and they've been curated in a few different ways: interests, alphabetical, personality, gallery, salary. I'll show you the alphabetical list. It's just the most popular on our website. And you can use any of these tools in 2 ways. A, for you as a teacher, or B, for your students as a research tool. So say, as a teacher, you're teaching a lesson about phase changes. Phase changes is physics. I can come to this list and scroll through and see if I find something that matches. Oh, what do you know? Physicist. So I could click on that and see if it's something that connects to what I was already going to teach. Then I can just connect that lesson, naming this career throughout the lesson. I don't have to do anything more. That's really it at the basic level. Also, like I mentioned, this can be for students, whether you have early finishers as part of a gifted and talented program, to support students who've shown an interest in something specific, and also to prepare middle school students to make smarter choices as they go into high school. For career and technical education especially, this is really helpful because using these resources, students would understand what pathways exist. Those pathways in your CTE program align very well with these interest clusters. So say you just taught a lesson about computer science and Juanita was really interested in that. She thought computer science was awesome and wanted to learn more. You could send her to this computer science page and say, Juanita, did you know that there's like dozens of different computer science careers? Did you know that most of them make over $90,000 a year with nothing more than a bachelor's degree? So it's a great starting point for both yourself and your students. And recapping, Brownsville ISD gets 15% off everything that we offer, including our instructional resources, the Career and STEM Explorer, which you just saw a preview of, professional development services, as well as curriculum consulting. So you can recap and see all of the links that I just went over at careerandstem.com/product/. www.relevance.org/Brownsville. I do have a few of you on the phone here, but I know I can't directly speak with you. I don't know why, it seems kind of strange, but technology is what it is. So I am very happy to answer any questions that you might have. If you'd like to schedule a one-on-one call, we can do that, or a different demonstration. I'm more than happy to answer any questions you might have. You can reach me anytime at ashley@careerinstem.com. Everyone who has signed up for this webinar will be receiving their free resource in the email shortly. And one other quick thing just before we close out here, I wanted to let you know that in looking through your approved vendor list, you may see me under Greater Good Consultants, LLC, which is the parent company of Career in STEM. So if you're searching Career in STEM, you might not find it. You might find it under Greater Good Consultants. So just a quick FYI, I am really excited to be an award vendor and look forward to supporting the students and teachers at Brownsville. Have a great rest of your day.